Assassin's Creed is sailing to ancient Greece this year with Odyssey, a title that is destined to be the biggest in the franchise. Historical figures, iconic fighting, and tons of mythology awaits you as soon as the game releases this October. Has the franchise helped you learn a few facts about history in the past? Get ready to learn some more about the history of ancient Greece with Odyssey. I'm Wes Malik from SegmentNext, and here are a few things you should know about ancient Greece before you play Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The Peloponnesian War. As you might already know, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is set in 431 BCE, the era of conflict between Spartans and Athenians. In the game, you'll be able to choose which side you want to fight for, and we are fans of that since democracy was invented in ancient Greece after all. Although Assassin's Creed isn't a franchise that features large-scale battles, in Odyssey you'll be able to find yourself in fights of a few hundred soldiers, giving you a glimpse of how chaotic war could be during the ancient times. Naval battles and sailing. Sea covers almost half of Greece's map, both in-game and in reality. The country has historically been named one of the best sailing and export passages in ancient times, having countless ports and huge fleets to protect the cities. Naval battles and traveling by sea will play a big role in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, a feature that not only enriches gameplay, but also shows how much of importance it was in ancient Greece. Athena's Ivory statue. Many of the places we'll visit in Assassin's Creed Odyssey are monuments that still exist in Greece, like the Acropolis and the Temple of Zeus. In the 5-minute video featuring iconic locations of Athens, though, are a few memorable mentions that are believed to have existed but were never really found. The most popular one is the Ivory statue of Athena, a symbol of magnificence for the city, set in Acropolis. The statue was around 11.5 meters tall and entirely made out of gold and ivory. Unfortunately, its gold has been removed in 296 BC so that it can be used as payment for troops, and the remaining of the statue was damaged by fire at around 165 BC. Although it has been repaired at the time, it was never found, and a replica of it can be found in the Parthenon at Nashville. The same goes for the Athena Promachos bronze statue. Promachos means before the battle. The statue can be seen during the Tour of Athens video standing next to the Parthenon. The 30 feet tall statue was never found, believed to have been destroyed by drunk crusaders in Constantinople. Good thing we'll be able to see both in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Cassandra's and Alexios' origins. Both protagonists in Assassin's Creed Odyssey share the same family tree, which is bringing us back to their ancestor, Leonidas. While Leonidas is part of the past, the player can use his blade as a secondary weapon, which has some kind of magical property that enhances your battle skills. Is this historically accurate? Leonidas was a warrior king in ancient Greece and did indeed have an offspring to continue his line. However, there's no real connections between the story of Odyssey and the history of Leonidas. Medusa. As Cassandra points out in the gameplay video for the Medusa boss fight, her existence is only a product of mythos. According to mythology, Medusa was one of the 3 Gorgon sisters, a monster with the upper body of a woman and the lower body of a snake that petrified men with her gaze. Medusa looks like a tricky boss in Odyssey, but in mythology she wasn't such a struggle. Most authors assert that the hero Perseus was able to behead Medusa with a reflective bronze shield that the goddess Athena gave to him. He was able to keep her head as a trophy, which surprisingly proved useful as he later used it to petrify people himself. The story of Medusa is a really interesting one, so we encourage you to do some digging of your own and find out more about her. Icarus, the eagle. In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the protagonist is yet again found with a bird as a companion, much like in Origins. Icarus, or in-game referred to as the Eagle of Zeus, could be named after Icarus, another mythological character in ancient Greek history. As the story details, Icarus and his father Daedalus have managed to escape Crete, using pairs of wings made out of feathers and wax. Unfortunately, Icarus flew too close to the sun, causing his wings to melt, resulting to him drowning in the sea. Hence the modern saying, "Don't fly too close to the sun." Cursing in Greek. One word that people have visited Greece already know, and the rest will find out too with Odyssey, is Malacca. In modern Greece, people use it in their everyday life contextually as a mild curse in all kinds of situations. Interestingly, it was used in ancient times as well, but with a different meaning. Back then, Malacus was a soft or lethargic person, a slacker of sorts. Today, the word means, well, there's a whole definition of it in Wikipedia. Cassandra uses the word in a few situations, but not as an indication of weakness. She says it more like the people do today, which is funny in a way, but still awkward.
Malacca. Malacca.
Romance in Assassin Creed Odyssey. If you thought that romancing other characters in Odyssey is solely done as an attempt to bring the franchise closer to an RPG, you are mistaken. Romance played a huge role in ancient Greece and is the main center of mythological stories, history books, and ancient art. Even gods couldn't resist some good old romancing with the humans. With countless tragic stories written in the name of love, in Odyssey, you can romance multiple characters at the same time if you will. So we can't wait to see the story written behind that. There's so much history to unravel in the world of Assassin's Creed Odyssey and many iconic characters to meet. Big or not, historically accurate details is what makes the franchise what it is today. We're no ancient Greek history experts, but we can assure you that after finishing it, you'll have learned a bit more about the history of one of the most profound civilizations in the ancient world.